Alright, so in today's video we're going to be talking about the Grand Final replay and whether or not it should be scrapped. That bloody kid. An article came out this week saying that 20,000 fans had gone to social media to sort of say, let's scrap the Grand Final replay. That could go for a girl. No thanks. And I think it's a legitimate point to make, alright? Because we've been, for so long, seen, it's a draw, then I think it's only happened maybe 3 or 4 times where there's actually been a Grand Final replay. And the most recent one, obviously, is in 2010. And at the end of that game, Dustin Martin kicked a beautiful goal. But at the end of that first draw, everyone was like, why the hell do we have to come back next week? We've played everything on the line. We couldn't have played any better. And we get no results. So the result was they come back the next week, Collingwood win by about 5 or 6 goals. And obviously, yeah, that's pretty unfair on St Kilda because they have to play a whole fresh new game. Like, you might have employed tactics in the Grand Final to say, this is how we're going to beat this team, and then they could go back and sort of reverse those tactics the week after. But if you look at the way the NRL Grand Final ended last year, I only watched the last probably 3 minutes of... well, I actually turned it on in the 80th... Well, that's a terrible kick. I turned it on as... whatever the guy's name was that kicked the winning thing. Jonathan JT, is that his name? Or something like that. Anyway, I turned it on when he was having a kick, penalty kick, after they'd scored, to win the game in the last few minutes or whatever, and he missed. I think he hit the post or something and he missed, or he just missed. And then it was a draw. So they went into golden goal, extra time. He ends up kicking the winning penalty, or the winning field goal, so they win by a point. But if you look at AFL, you can't just have like next score wins kind of scenario. In my opinion, anyway, you have to play it like every other final is. You just play 5 minutes each way, extra time, and then be done with it. Because obviously you've got to take into consideration if there's wind. And all sorts of scenarios here, so you have to play each way. Play it like soccer, like extra time, and then if it's a draw at extra time, you just do it again. Just give them another 5 minutes. In terms of rotation caps, give players an extra, I don't know, 5 or 6 rotations for that little period, and just sort of add on to that. But I don't see the whole point of playing another game. Like, I love when it's a draw. Like, believe me, I love watching drawn games. Unless it's Richmond, of course. Because it's just so exciting that either side could have won. They were so close. There's so many errors, critical errors that teams made that could have given them that win. Like, St Kilda should have won that flag. If the ball just bounced up the Milne, different things could have happened, and that Collingwood side that was so dominant throughout 2010-11 wouldn't have even won a flag if they'd lost that one as well. But it's quite a difficult scenario, I think, for players especially, because you've left everything you possibly could on the ground. You might even have an injury or something, so you have to come back the next week. Everyone plays a bit injured, they get more injured just for the preseason. It's just not worth it, I don't think. Plus, if you bought a ticket to the game, right, then you'd have to then find a way to get a ticket again for the next week, pay it an extra like $300-400, whatever it is, for a Grand Final ticket, because they're expensive, and then get on with your life, because it's now a whole other week, a whole other Grand Final week, where there's not as much hype though. Like, there's no Brownlow the Monday, there's no Grand Final parade, there's no anything. So just get rid of it, and I think that's fair. Like, I think 5 minutes each way would be the easiest way to decide who wins. Because if you're not going to score in 10 minutes worth of play, alright, then it's half a quarter is what it is. Well, it's a quarter of a quarter, but it's an extra half of a quarter that you add on there. That's a beautiful month degree. And ultimately, the crunch team is going to win in that close battle. Unless, of course, if it's a draw again, you add on another 5 minutes each way. You just keep doing it until someone wins. Just do it like lacrosse. Unlimited overtime. That's how I feel, anyway. Alright, but let's enjoy the game that we got here. We're playing Geelong now. Plenty of time. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think about grand final replay. Are you a St Kilda supporter? Do you hate the grand final replay for that reason? And if you have a topic that you want me to discuss in the next video, please let me know that as well. But we're just going to get on here with our day. Jack, I'm going to snap this one. Snapperoo! Too much. I've been kicking the footy a bit lately. Something I've been doing quite a bit is maybe once a week, at least, once or twice a week, head down to the local footy oval and just kick the footy around for a little bit. Maybe an hour or a couple hours with just a mate or something. But I got tennis comp starting very soon, so I'm going to get back into tennis, which I think would be awesome. Because it's the first time I've played a full season of comp for a while, and I wanted a third player on our team because I'm like, well, if Richmond's playing on a Saturday afternoon, I want to be able to go to that. But we only play like 2 Saturday Arvo games for the next like 10, 11 weeks. So we're mostly Friday night, Saturday night. I think it's like one Sunday thrown in there. Oh, stand tall. Who is this bloke playing on me? Because he's getting wrecked. Oh, Jack, that's shocking. Oh, no! No! Oh, got him. That should have been holding the footy. That was a clutch tackle right then. No. No. Get him! Oh, that's rubbish. That's rubbish! That's rubbish! If you want to look at an example of how to tackle Dustin Martin, just look at what the Crows did on the weekend. I think there was one bone-crunching tackle on him where the guy went straight for his hips. I think it was probably the best tackle I've ever seen someone lay on Dusty. It was so good. Speak of Dusty, here he is. Load it up. Oh, well. Shadow. Oh, centering ball. Probably didn't need a center it there, but worked out anyway. Oh, Cochin kicked straight. He doesn't do that. He doesn't kick straight. Go over the top. Oh, Hampson, no. Don't let him kick for goal. Don't let him kick for goal. He's got it. When Sean Hampson was lining up for goal on the weekend, we were like, surely not. Surely he cannot miss from here. And obviously he kicked the goal. So we were pretty impressed. We were very happy. He's actually played a couple of really good games, Hampson. And I'm not just saying this. He looks like a dangerous player up forward and in the ruck. So he can definitely play forward ruck. Whether or not he plays next week against the Eagles, I think he does. Like, he's played a couple of really good games. He's looked dangerous. He has looked dangerous in the forward line, and all he's got to do is like kick a little bit better, and then he's fine. Oh, Hampson! Ow! Oh, I bit my tongue. I got 4 losses in Supercoach this week. 4. It was all because of my captaincy. Should have stuck with Gaz. Put it on Sam Mitchell instead, who still had the same amount of... He had the most points for the Hawks. It wasn't anywhere near as good. Now, do I kick a Boonana here? I've got... well, technically I'm not allowed to kick a Boonana. But we'll just see how we go with this kick. Oh, that's got to be deliberate. How is that not deliberate? This guy and his ugly mustache. His mustachio. Mustachio. Ben Lennon. And we'll go with the big bender here. And just see what we can come up with. Too much. Way too much. Might pick it up and snap a goal anyway. Oh, gee. Ben Lennon's having a shocking time in front of goal today. I think he's kicked a couple of points. And one on the full. Miles. Strolling through the middle of the ground. Long kick. Lloyd! At the bottom of the pack. Gee, he got big. Lloyd. Got some air. Jaden Short running goal. Must be spent. Townsend into the game.
Just in time with that kick. Handballs.
McIntosh on the wing. Long kick. Vickery. It's a good strong grab these days, Tyrone. And if you're Jack Ray, what you don't miss these. You don't miss these! What are you doing? Shane Edwards. Not long left, gotta bang it in. Oh, Lloyd! On the siren. Got out into space. Put some cherries on the icing on the cake. Nails the goal. Tigers big winners, 62 points. Dangerfield had 8 disposals, but everyone else was useless. My golly gosh. Greg had 15, Jaden Short had 13. Hampson kicked 2. And then singles to everybody else. But it's a pretty good game for us. 43% possession. And we doubled their disposals. We had 50 more possessions. This game's too easy. Send me a new one, please.